Hello and welcome to Farm Talk. And I've got the privilege to have one of the winners of champions of the world right next to me, Jan Stiglingh. And I can tell you one thing, the Botswana guys really show their skill this year all around the country. And this time we're talking to Jan of the Leadwood Limousin stud. Jan taking places number 1 and 3. Firstly, let's start off. It's not an easy competition, and it's actually quite an honor for a small country like Botswana to actually compete at all.
Yeah, dankie Tinus. Really, it's one of those great opportunities which don't comes along often, if I can say that. And we had the privilege this year to have two animals in the finals: the bull Zippo and the female Bubble. And yeah, it's a huge privilege for us. It definitely says something about what we're trying to do at the moment.
Looking at genetics like Bubble that took first place all over the world, females, according to me, are the ones that really take your herd forward. They are the ones that take that characteristics, that adaptability comes from them, according to me. And that is a nice thing to see, that sort of thing winning, and knowing that you invested in genetics like that, and that is the way you're going forward. How are you using her and Zippo in your herd at the moment?
From the moment I saw Bubble in the field at Lucerne, I immediately made up my mind, this is what I want. This is the type of female that I want to breed with. And obviously, because of our embryo program, we immediately decided that we're going to buy this cow and we're going to try to flush as many embryos as possible. Because as a mother line, that was absolutely what we were looking for. A little bit short on the leg, wide, full, very, very feminine. And it's almost the same thing happened with Zippo as well. From the first second that I saw that bull, I know that this is what we want to breed with. And to compare the two, it was almost too good to be true when I saw them, you know. And I know from the second that I want them that there's going to be other breeders in the field that wants that same genetics.
But in saying that, competing with those two animals against the rest of the world, other judges from other world recognizing the quality that is in Southern Africa, here in the middle of nowhere, almost for the rest of the world, so they might not even know where Botswana is. That sort of makes a point on what we can do if we invest right, what we can do if we farm right, and you don't have to be the biggest and biggest farms in the world, but buying right, buying selective and doing things right and investing right is what is taking Leadwood forward for your Daniels Day.
Yeah, Paul, that was our motto from the beginning when we started. Obviously, we're not in a stud breeding game for very long. This is only our 8th year this year. So we were actually playing catch up from the beginning. But obviously, when we decided to start with this, we decided to invest in just the best genetics. And obviously, when you see these international judges looking at the animals that you selected as well as top animals, it makes you feel really proud that, you know, we're going in the right direction. Because with these guys, you know, they're judging all over the world, and they saw all the Limousin breeds in all the other countries, and to actually select what we've been breeding with is something very special for us.
Now, in saying that, you started with the bulls breeding, start breeding to create your own bulls, to create bulls that you can use yourself, and that ended up in creating bulls that you can sell now. You want to. There's people around here that said, "Listen, where's my auction? You promised us an auction, and they want your bulls." So now you're not just farming for yourself anymore. You're now becoming part of the Botswana national herd, and that is sort of what it's all about. If you're a farmer, the country can't live without you, and vice versa. And that's a contribution you can make.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when I started with the stud, I decided to breed for myself only, because I had a huge commercial herd and I was looking for more bulls. Initially, I was buying bulls from South Africa, Limousin bulls. And when I saw the offspring and the quality that's being added, I decided that, listen, this is the way to go. And I always knew that, you know, it's not always possible to keep importing bulls. and I wanted to do something special, to breed something special for myself as well. And once we started with the stud, it started slow. Obviously, when you're starting, it takes time before you have your own bulls available. But from year 4, we started to see something very special. And we decided that we have to make some of this genetics available in the market as well. And we started off selling a lot of these bulls to commercial breeders, who actually came back and asked for more. And then I know, all right, now I think we're definitely on the right track. And we started to multiplying them as quickly as possible. Obviously, the contribution that we're doing to the national herd is phenomenal. It is growing slowly, as the breeders that wants our genetics keeps on getting more every year. Obviously, I think in about another 10 years time, I think this breed will be very well established in the country, in Botswana as well. And like I said, the more the people see it, the more they want it. And that's something that really makes us proud, because when I started breeding the bulls, and I said, this is the easy fleshing type of bull that I want to breed, and that can walk also, and long distance. And you must remember, here in Botswana, most of the farms is basically extensive. It's really extensive. Some of the farms is 6,000-7,000 hectares farms, but it's only 4 camps, so you can imagine that those bulls
Just finding them.
fighting them. Yeah. So luckily they do drink water, and that's the only way you get them back to the kraal. But yeah, so we're really proud of the type of animal that we're breeding at the moment.
Last question on the type of animal that you bring here. So we've been here now 4 days in total in your area. You do get a little bit of extremes here. It's 38 today at some point.
Yes.
It can get very dry, very hot. You had a very dry winter. It goes from bushveld to sand very quickly.
Yes.
What's the picture look like for the limousines that's going to walk here in the bushveld sandy area?
Well, obviously, the animal will have to adapt to the type of country that we have, obviously, and that's why we're looking at a little bit short on the leg, and a little bit wider, obviously, and they must have the ability to walk long distances. And obviously, with the type of temperature that we experiencing here, it's a special animal that can survive in this type of environment. And to tell you the truth, since the day we started with the limousines, we never had problems with adaptability with the limousines. And I bought, as you know, from Lucerne, from Zurel in the northwest, all the way down to the Cape, and even on the Highveld in Mpumalanga area from Devon. And you know what? We read about it a lot, and to see where the limousine came from, it is actually a harsh type of environment that they come in the south of France as well. It's very dry, high temperatures and things. So eventually, over the years, obviously they started moving themselves and south more down to South Africa, eventually 50 years ago. And we're so happy that we started with this breed, because it's so easy to work with them. And the fact that they adapt so easy to our conditions is really phenomenal.
Now you've got an auction coming up. I'm really looking forward to it. Here on the farm, I think the guys should really come out, and good luck for the way forward. They're a few weeks away. But yeah, I think you're really going to put something forward.
Yes, Tinus, you've been doing some of the pictures for us over the last few days, and there's really some very good animals that we're putting forward. I think the bull string that's up there is a very, very strong bull string. There's something for everybody. I think there's something for our friends across the borders. There's definitely something very, very special for our breeders in the country. And yes, we're looking forward. There's so many people have been contacting us, and actually so happy that we're making females available in the market, because there's many farmers that actually other stud farmers in the country that's been struggling to get females, and now suddenly there is the opportunity to get their hands on some of the better genetics available in the country. So yeah, we're looking forward. A little bit nervous, but looking forward for sure.
Okay, so the guys can come the night before or day before, look at the animals, and then next day auction start at 11. If they can't make it the night before, come nice and early, come walk through the animals, come see what's going on, and just enjoy the day of us, learn about limousines. Even if you don't buy, it's worth coming, finding out, and see where they adapt and where they live. And at the end of the day, this is where you learn, is at auctions where other breeders actually.
Yeah, thank you, Tinas. Even if they come 3-4 days in advance, it doesn't matter. The animals will be available, and they will be in their working clothes out there, so they can see where they're operating. So it will be great if the guys come early to have a look at the animals, and hopefully we have a lot of buyers.
Okay, we will see you here on the 15th of March, actually, the 14th. And come here, walk with us, talk to me, talk to Jan, talk to everybody around here. Let's learn from one another. And I can't wait, and I can tell you, here is some very nice duck bullen.